Okay, in this video, I'm going to be predicting UFC Fight Night, Cory Sandhagen versus Deiveson Figueiredo. The Fight Night in general is pretty good. I'm only going over the main card, and we're going to start with Jeremy Stephens versus Mason Jones. So, Jeremy Stephens is coming back after being in PFL, or not PFL, BKFC and in boxing for a long-ass time. He's also super old. I think he's like 40-something. He has good power, and he's coming off a TKO against Eddie Alvarez in BKFC, which is... it's kind of impressive, but Eddie Alvarez is also old as fuck. He's 38. I don't know. I would enjoy a Jeremy Stephens comeback victory, but I don't think he's gonna against Mason Jones, who is just well-rounded and good. He's 30 years old, and he has 2 losses. He's making his UFC debut again. He got cut, and now he's back. And his 2 losses that he had aren't bad in hindsight. Mike Davis and Ludovic Klein are not bad losses, especially Ludovic Klein, who's proving to be a very good fighter in the lightweight division. Yeah, in the lightweight division. I think Mason Jones, I think he's going to be able to grapple. I think he's going to be able to probably outstrike Jeremy Stephens. I don't trust Jeremy's power anymore, which was his main asset, to be honest. I'll probably go with Mason Jones due to his youth, due to his momentum. He's been doing crazy good on the regional scene, just knocking everybody out and battering people. So I think he's going to come back and probably beat Jeremy Stephens at this point in his career. I just can't trust Stephens to get a victory after being out of the grappling game and the MMA game in general for so long. I just can't trust it. So I'll go with Mason Jones, probably by decision, maybe a knockout, because Jeremy Stephens is just old now. And his record is 29-21. Jeremy Stephens he's good, and I like him a lot, but holy shit, he's going to lose, I think. Next, Cameron Smotherman versus Surrey City. So this is a really hard one to predict. They're both very good prospects coming up. Surrey City is a little bit inconsistent, but it's okay because he's good, and he comes forward, and he's powerful. Smotherman is also good. He's only had one other UFC fight against Jake Hadley, but he beat Jake Hadley, and Jake Hadley isn't actually that bad, even though he did get cut from the UFC. He isn't that bad. Beating Jake Hadley by decision isn't like a give me fight. It is something you have to earn, and he did earn it pretty good. With that being said, I think Surrey City's going to win. I think he'll have the power. I think he might knock out Cameron Smotherman. I know it's pretty even on the feet, and to be honest, in the grappling as well. They're both well-rounded. I think Surrey City is going to kind of put a little bit of a pressure on him, and I think he's going to find his chin. He throws very hard, and he's pretty aggressive when he needs to be. For some reason, I trust Surrey City in this fight, and I think he's going to find Cameron Smotherman's chin, even though Cameron is very good at striking and is moving, and he moves well. I think Surrey City will be able to find his chin. I trust power at this point. In my thinking about like how fights are going to go, I'm trusting power more and more lately. I don't see Surrey City getting taken down, and Surrey has a ton of TKO wins. I'm going to go Surrey City by knockout, but this is a tricky one since Cameron Smotherman is good. I just haven't seen as much of Cameron Smotherman to know if he'll be able to be super consistent. So those are my thoughts. Next, I'll go with knockout in the second or third round. Next, Montel Jackson versus Daniel Marcos. I'm going to go with Montel Jackson. I really like Montel Jackson's finishing potential. He is very fucking powerful, and I just got done saying that I like power. And he's coming off a win against Damon Blackshear, TKO win, and then before that he TKO'd Ronnie Yaya, but who really cares about that? But the Damon Blackshear knockout is actually really impressive, and he did it quick and definitive. He knocked him out bad. Daniel Marcos is undefeated. He is very good, but he's kind of a decision toughness Mexican merchant where he will get finishes occasionally, but he's kind of a decision guy, and he utilizes his toughness well and his range well, and he's good at striking. I don't think he has the finishing potential or the pressure game to get into Montel Jackson's head. I think Montel is just very solid everywhere. And I really like his striking, in and out striking. down the pipe striking. I really like that from Montel Jackson. And just the way he's been in the UFC for a long ass time, so he has the like experience advantage I would think as well. He's inactive, but I don't think that's a super bad thing all the time when you're a fighter. I think it can be good. I wish he was a little bit more active, but Daniel Marcos, I was a little bit weirded out by his last performance. I thought it was a little bit too close. I know Adrian Yanez is good, but it was a split decision where Adrian Yanez maybe could have maybe got it. I don't know. It was interesting, but I'm going to trust the finishing potential of Montel Jackson. I think he's going to find his shots well. I think he's going to put them together. It's hard to say that he'll knock out Daniel Marcos because Marcos has a sick chin, but I think he will. I think he'll find it. I think it'll be a TKO. I think it'll be not. He's not going to be asleep, but he'll be wobbled. Maybe wobbled on the feet, and Montel Jackson's laying it on him in the ref early stoppage, kind of. I can see that going down, so that's what I'll go with. Early stoppage win for Montel Jackson. Next, Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Daniel Rodriguez. Battle of the old men. I think Ponzinibbio is way more well-rounded than Daniel Rodriguez. Daniel's primarily a striker. He's gotten wrestle-fucked by Kelvin Gastelum, who's just fat. And he's just not that good. He got TKO'd by Ian Gary, which is not a bad thing, as we now know. Getting TKO'd by him, though, is kind of bad, since Ian Gary pretty much has no finishing potential at all, unless you're Daniel Rodriguez. He's coming off a win against Alex Morono, but who hasn't beat Alex Morono? I don't trust that win at all. He kind of got beat the fuck up by Neil Magny and subbed. I really don't like that either. I just think Ponzinibbio, he has his losses, but he also had a run where he actually looked good. And he's always fighting good fighters. I pick Ponzinibbio often because of all the people he's fought. The people he is fighting are all like super fucking good. So I don't rate his losses very badly. I know Kevin Holland is proving to be kind of mid, but he's still solid at welterweight. I think Kevin Holland is good. He's not that good, but he's tricky on the feet. And Ponzinibbio got caught. He's old. He doesn't have as an amazing chin as he did in the past, but I still like Ponzinibbio's chances here. I like his grappling offense. I think he'll utilize it well against Daniel Rodriguez. At this point in both their careers, I do trust Santiago to like keep up with Daniel Rodriguez on the feet. Daniel will probably have moments early because he is good at kickboxing. But I think Ponzinibbio is way more well-rounded. I think he's way more gritty. I think he's been doing this longer against better people. I trust him more to win this fight. I don't trust the finishing potential at all from Daniel Rodriguez at all. It's going to be a decision. It's going to be boring. And Santiago Ponzinibbio knows how to win a boring decision, by God. So, Santiago Ponzinibbio is who I'm going with next. Reiner de Ridder versus Bo Nickel. This one is super interesting. I like it a lot because Bo Nickel has a lot of mystery behind his name. Is he going to be good? I don't like picking him. Neither of these fighters are fighters I've ever picked to win, to be honest, besides like the cans from Bo Nickel. But I picked Paul Craig against Bo Nickel. I picked Gerald Meerschaert against Reiner de Ridder, and I picked Kevin Holland. Both an L for me, but I just don't rate Reiner de Ridder very highly at all, especially in the striking department. How he looked against Gerald Meerschaert, I thought I guessed that shit fucking on the money, because Gerald Meerschaert was doing good in the first and second, and usually you have to wait till the third until he does anything good. Reiner de Ridder's striking game is just kind of shit. I don't like it at all. It's sloppy and it's slow. I don't like it. Bo Nickel has a way better striking game. The grappling is where things get interesting because they both have pretty great grappling backgrounds. Reiner de Ridder is a double one champion where he grappled his way to the fucking belts. Bo Nickel is the wrestling. He's the wrestling guy. He's the last hope for American wrestling. So that's where it's going to get interesting. But I don't see Bo Nickel losing by submission to Reiner de Ridder. I kind of see the grappling of these two canceling out. If anything, I see Bo Nickel being stronger and more athletic. I really don't like Reiner de Ridder. The way he just looks when he fights, I really don't like it. And whoever's going to be, like, I feel like I've seen the peak of Reiner de Ritter's skill. I feel like I've seen where he's going to be in his career. He's older now, he's 34. I think I've seen where he's going to peak. I think he's peaked. I think he's done growing. He could obviously get better, like, kind of better. But Bo Nickel is very new to the game. He's very new to MMA. He's only been doing it for a couple of years. He's 7-0. They've given him a bunch of cans on his come up. He's testing the waters a lot, which is made for boring fights, but it's also made for a smart career choice. I don't like Bo Nickel at all. I think he's annoying. I don't think he's going to beat anybody good, but I think he'll beat Reiner de Ritter on the feet. I think his ability. He did look good against Paul Craig in their fight with the striking. I think his striking is solid, and he has knockout power. I think he'll knock out Reiner de Ritter, who doesn't have head movement and doesn't have striking defense or offense at all. I think Bo Nickel, if anybody's going to improve, I think it's going to be Bo Nickel by a mile. I think he has a lot to gain. I think he's going to be way better, and he's already looked pretty good. I don't think Bo Nickel's going to become a middleweight staple. He will be in the rankings. I do think that. I think he'll become like a Neil Magny of middleweight or something like that. I think he'll be like a. Maybe we'll see. Bo Nickel, he has potential because he is solid and he's only been doing it for like a couple of years. And I think Reiner Ritter's pretty much hit his limit. I think Bo Nickel will improve. I think he'll outstrike Reiner Ritter clearly on the feet, and I think he'll knock him out. He has a lot of power. I don't trust Reiner de Ritter at all in anything. Maybe I'll be wrong again. And Reiner de Ritter will surprise me. I really hope he does, because it is funny if Reiner de Ritter wins. Because I do like Reiner's personality a lot more than Bo's. I just don't trust him. He's looked so sloppy in his last couple fights. What he did to Kevin Holland was impressive, but Kevin Holland just gets... He's kind of a weakling on the ground, to be honest, against everybody he fights. So I'm not going to trust that win. I'll go Bo Nickel. I hope Reiner wins, though. Next, Cory Sandhagen versus Deiveson Figueiredo. So, this one's really annoying because I really like Deiveson Figueiredo, and I really want him to win. And I could see past a victory for him. I could see him pushing forward, landing body shots well, hitting clean, powerful shots off of Cory Sandhagen. But the more I try to see it, the more I see Cory Sandhagen doing what he always does, and it's being elusive on his back foot and peppering shots that look good. He always looks solid. I really don't like his Marlon Vera performance, though. I think he looked bad in that, but apparently he's broke his arm. I like his Peter Yan performance. He really kept his own in that fight. I don't like Deiveson Figueiredo's Peter Yan performance. I thought he looked like... He looked out of his element. I think Peter Yan pieced him up bad, and Deiveson Figueiredo kind of got overwhelmed. I could see Cory Sandhagen being a guy to overwhelm you on the feet with a bunch of different shit coming your way and trying a bunch of different random shit. I think if anybody's going for a takedown, to be honest, Deiveson probably could, but I think Cory Sandhagen is making it a point in his career now to be good at grappling, and after the loss to Umar Nurmagomedov, I think he'll want to prove that again against a Brazilian. Try to take down Deiveson Figueiredo. I don't see it being a big factor, but I see Cory Sandhagen being able to hold Deiveson up against the cage for a long time. I really like the reach and height advantage for Cory Sandhagen. Figueiredo has had a lot of problems with that in the past. I just, it's so annoying because I want Figueiredo to win, and I picked him against Peter Yan, and I've picked him in a bunch of fights, and I really like him a lot. He's one of my favorite fighters, but I just think Cory Sandhagen has too much. He has too much for Deiveson Figueiredo all around. His physicality is going to be too much. His striking style is going to be a little bit too overwhelming. He's going to be able to be on the back foot, not get hit, and then pepper and just annoy the fuck out of Figueiredo to the point where Figueiredo will start making mistakes. He'll overextend. Hopefully he just walks him down and fucking knocks him out, but I don't think he will. I think Cory Sandhagen has a good chin, and he also has been in brawl situations where he's done well. Like, he's pretty tough, and he reads, like, samurai books or whatever, so his mindset is in the game. I don't trust Cory Sandhagen's finishing potential at all, really. I don't think he'll finish Figueiredo, even though Figueiredo is getting old. That's another thing. Figgy's pretty old now. coming off of a loss, a more convincing loss than Umar, I would say. Ugh, I just can't. I just can't pick Deiveson Figueiredo. I've really thought about it, and I really dwelled. If I really tried to find a pathway to pick Deiveson Figueiredo and have it make some sense in my brain, but I just can't. I can't. It'd be too much cope to pick Figueiredo in this matchup. I gotta go with Cory Sandhagen by decision. Sadly, because we haven't had any fucking cool main event in this entire year. Nothing cool has happened in a main event. It is so annoying. And I don't think it's gonna happen in this fight. It'll probably be a good fight, but there's not gonna be a flash finish. I don't think. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Cory Sandhagen by decision. He's gonna be too much for him. He'll be able to jab him. His reach will be. He utilizes his reach well, and Deiveson Figueiredo is very short. And he's short in general for bantamweight. He's a former flyweight. Ugh. I really hope Figgy wins and proves me wrong. I really hope. It would be so fun. But I think Cory Sandhagen is going to win by decision. There's no way around that prediction to me. So, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'll see you soon.